Now, for those that's really willing to wait around for the big fight and the fight that means everything and makes sense and all this other shit, you do got Canelo versus Bud Crawford. And people, they didn't like this one either. Oh, he's jumping off different weight classes. The dude literally in his mind is saying, I'm the best in the world. Y'all considering Canelo as one of the greats and one of the faces of boxing, if not the face of boxing, and he wants to challenge himself. He done did all he had to do. Double undisputed, down there below. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. These dudes ain't really saying what I need. I haven't been paid the way I should have. I'm not promoted the way I should have. Once again, due to the way boxing is. If you don't have the look or whatever the case is, you don't get the push. So the dude literally been one of the baddest men on the planet and been having to deal with, whatever's offered to him. And now he's finally in control of his own situation. And he's making the business make sense for him. But what we could say is the skill set is a good yin versus yang. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's, he's comfortable at the weight. He's always been like a thudder. We don't really know what Bud would look like coming into the fight because he's never fought at the weight. But when we say artistry in the ring, creativity, he's never took no punishment. We have seen the blueprint of Canelo being beat several different ways, whether it be the educational hands of Floyd Mayweather. He also did lose to, I forget the guy's name, but he just strictly just boxed him. Arguably he might have lost to Triple G. The blueprint is out there on how to defeat the guy. You know what I mean? I say once Crawford doesn't find himself into like a, all out brawl or, punch for punch, because, he is the bigger guy naturally. Canelo catching up to him on some, you know what I'm saying? That might not vote well for Crawford. So keep it boxing, and then, if you could count and, hit him in the right spot, give him a little drop. Canelo seems like the type that's really going to try to go after it and make that up. And that's kind of where Errol kind of fucked up, where he tried to get it back in a round rather than actually, putting in work and working behind what he does. And it cost him because he turned Michelin man real quick. Face was all beat up and shit like that. But I don't know the outcome of this fight, but I know they're going to make a lot of fucking money. It being in Vegas, brought to you, I believe Turkey put this together, but he knew this was a fight that he can't take over in the sand. This is a fight that, the Americans want to witness in our time zone, and we want to have the fight parties and all that other shit. So definitely shout out for Crawford actually taking this fight and believing in himself. And we don't have that long to find out what's going to be the outcome of this one, because it's signing and ready to be delivered, man. I'm going to be locked in. Jump in the comment section, man. Who y'all got winning this fight? Crawford or Canelo? Y'all already know I'm saying that, I'm believing in Crawford in this one. I just think that, he has a little bit more thread on the tire. And, technically, at this point in time in his career, I think he's more technical when it comes to, 1 to 12 without gassing out. And, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the switching stance. I don't know, that might confuse, Canelo. Well, let me take that back, because he actually did bring Bruce Ennis into the camp, and he kind of mirrors what Crawford could do. Well, we think so. I'm not going to confirm that, he really one of those yet, because we've yet to really see it. But to get somebody with the ability to switch hit, pause, and then, bring him into camp and to be one of those next guys to be the champion later down the line at 54, 60, wherever Booth settles in. But this is going to be a really interesting, fight. And I'm going to be locked in, man, because I really want to see, what this looks like moving forward.